live in a penthouse in Dubai and live life completely on my own terms. I need to be brutally honest with you. If anyone asked me how to build an online business, the very last thing I would tell them to do is to start selling cheap products. So in all my years of helping clients, not once have I said you should go find cheap products from China and drop ship them. Why? Because it simply does not work. But here's what does work. It's the same strategy that Walmart and Home Depot have been using for centuries. So listen carefully. The fastest way to build the online business that you've been dreaming of is not some outdated model like Amazon FBA or affiliate marketing. It is definitely not grinding away at some low margin business like a marketing agency. So if you want to build a real online business, whether you're saving up for a house, vacation, or you just want more of your time back, then you need to master one skill, and that is becoming an AI digital dealer. So right now, as we're recording this, there are an insane amount of regular people using this exact strategy to do just that. People time back. Then you need to master special skills, no experience, no massive starting capital. So here's how it works. When you go to Walmart or Home Depot, you think you're buying their products, but you're actually not. You're buying other brands' products from Walmart and Home Depot are the retailer. They are simply marking the products up and keeping the difference. So they're the middleman collecting the profit, because for all of time, you needed an insane amount of capital to do warehouses and inventory and all this stuff. But now AI and the internet have even the playing field. Now you can use the same model as Walmart and Home Depot, becoming an AI digital dealer, and offering these products yourself online. And you can do it with just a laptop. So I stumbled onto this model as a broke law student. Everything changed. I went to a broke law student, building the life of my dreams with no living parents funding me, no business degree, and no prior experience. And the lifestyle it's given me, I'm filming this from my penthouse in Dubai overlooking the ocean. I work whenever I want to, I travel when I want to, and I live life on my own terms. And I've helped a bunch of my clients get incredible results as well. Now, I can't promise you results because your results depend on you, but I do get messages every day asking me, Brooke, how do I become an AI digital dealer? Like, what are the steps? So instead of explaining it over and over and over again, I created a full training that's completely for free that walks you through the entire process step by step. This training reveals exactly how anyone can sell these expensive products by partnering with other brands without spending a dime on your own inventory or warehouse. And you can access that training by tapping the button below. It's completely for free. I give away a ton of free value, but fair warning, this training will not be available forever. So the opportunity I'm sharing with you is so relatively unknown. It's very different than anything you've ever heard of before. You can still get in early. Okay, so click the link below right now and watch the training. I think you will absolutely love it. This is the world's first reusable cotton swab. It can remove up to 10 times more earwax. Latest studies show that traditional cotton swabs are not good for your ears. There is even a warning on the box telling you not to put them in your ears. Instead, specialists recommend a revolutionary new device called Tvivlo. It was designed by a team of European ear, nose, and throat specialists. They learned that 2 in 3 people over the age of 38 suffer from severe earwax buildup and don't even know it. The most obvious sign is hearing loss, but it can also take the form of random headaches, fatigue, or even memory loss in seniors. While in-office earwax removal can help, most people either can't afford it or end up waiting over 6 months for an appointment. So, they use cotton swabs or other bizarre methods that end up pushing earwax deeper, leading to punctured eardrums infection or worse. These doctors realized the public needed an alternative, so they set out to build a safe and affordable earwax tool that anyone could use. After a year of intensive research with the European otolaryngology experts, Tvivlo was born. Just snap on one of the 6 silicone tips, insert it into your ear, and gently twist to remove the earwax. Thanks to its patented spirally design, Tvivlo catches all of the built-up earwax and automatically pulls it out of your ear as you twist it, gently guiding out all of your unwanted earwax with no risk of injury. The antibacterial silicone tip works like a soft corkscrew. Simply rinse it with water, insert it into your ear, and gently twist to remove your earwax. In less than a minute, you have perfectly clean ears. It's safe, fast, and painless. Tvivlo is made to be easily washed and reused again, so it also helps the environment. Thanks to the removable silicone tip, one Tvivlo is enough to be used by everyone in your family. The product launched in 2021 without any marketing or advertising and spread by word of mouth. What the creators didn't expect was for everyone to start showing off their massive earwax removals using Tvivlo all over the internet. After going viral, Tvivlo sold out within the first 3 weeks and quickly developed a waitlist of over 50,000. The creators of Tvivlo have since tripled their production
production facilities and are offering a 50% off welcome back sale to the public. So you can finally ditch your harmful cotton swabs that are not only bad for your health, but the environment as well. Each year, millions of sea creatures are discovered with undigested cotton swabs in their stomach contents. Protect your planet, your health, and your wallet with Fiber, the world's first reusable high-tech cotton swab. My advice, grab one for your friends and family if they regularly use cotton swabs. You will be glad that you did. Click the link below to claim your Fiber today with a 50% discount while supplies last.
On Crookshank, the one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. We do not teach you how to rise to the occasion. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. Always a good day. Always a good day when you get into the double digits. A solid 10-mile day. Have another maybe 6 in. So it's back. It's here. Absolutely inspiring weekend that I will at some point eventually, probably either this week or next week, start to tell you all about as we get into the final Monday of November, where we got a couple things to get through. We got to get through the Make Your Move Monday kickoff question. Also, later on in the live stream, going to document all how I did with my November goals, and then publicly put out there what my December goals are. And we do that on the last Monday of every month over here in the Move Swiftly world. All right. So, for all that being said, let's get into today's Make Your Move Monday kickoff question, in which we've meant to create some thought-provoking things, something that's going to enhance your mindset, create some opportunities to make sure you're starting the week off on the right path as a business owner, so you're constantly growing. All right. The question is, what are you certified to do? What are you actually certified to do, or what's worth getting a certification for? And I say that because just about a little under a week ago, it was actually this past Thursday. It's 2 days ago, actually. 2 days ago, I officially became certified as a ACE Youth Fitness Specialist. All right. Now, ACE is standing for American Council of Exercise. Very popular certification amongst the training, amongst the people in the fitness industry. Now, myself, given my background in the fitness industry, the only thing I was actually certified to actually do was teach boxing lessons, and that was through 9 Round. Everything else was kind of just sales and just being a part of the industry and learning as I went, because the plan was never to actually go and become a personal trainer and get certified and all that kind of stuff, because what I learned from other folks in the business is, hey, it's not worth it unless you've got the platform, unless you've got a situation where you're getting in front of more people. So transition into education. And obviously, again, I'm just a natural educator, natural teacher and all that, which means I don't really plan on having to go and get some teaching license or anything like that. But, fortunately for me, I found a school that it's built off the mindsets of entrepreneurs. It's built from an entrepreneurial place, and I was able to work something out to where that certification, the ACE certification, was something that was appealing to was approved by my supervisor. Again, I'll give you the full story in the live stream today, but long story short is it wasn't necessary for me to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars for some certification to this day. Now I'm able to do this. It was only a couple $100s to where it didn't, and then it's obviously going to get reimbursed as well. But it obviously served the purpose of what it is you're trying to do. And I'm saying all that because as a business owner, you can save yourself a ton of money, save yourself a ton of time, and make it so you really find the right people when you really get it right in terms of what certifications a person's going to need to do. And if you're patient with how you go about certifying people and making sure they're actually good enough to do whatever job, whatever task you're asking them to do. That's where a lot of you business owners get it wrong. You got to understand the certification process has to be mixed in with what are you asking a person to do and what is the overall mission, the goals of the organization in terms of what your vision is, how you want to build it, how you're going to kickstart. All these things have to be in place before you just go waste your money on a certification. So we're going to be diving into all those concepts this week. And again, like I said today, we got monthly goals. I'm going to give myself the grade in terms of how I did and all that kind of stuff. So just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this out to anybody that needs to hear it. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all the work I'm doing, especially when it comes to employee development, which is our primary focus around here. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs as one.
All right, like I said, good afternoon, good morning, just whatever time of day you may be tuning into this. As one Crookshank here, your one and only Move Swift to Speak, former Division I college football player and current 6-time published author and educator. If you didn't catch it, what I do, what I created, what the whole Move Swiftly brand is all about, is taking the innovative teamwork lessons that you learn on the football field and applying them to businesses and business owners, so they have a staff and or a group of employees that moves as efficiently, as cohesively, as strategically, as powerfully as a championship high school or youth football team. That is what we do around here in a nutshell, all right? And as I just mentioned, first of all, the main website to check out to dive deeper into all that work is makeyourmove.com. You see it right there on the screen. MakeYamove.com. Get a free guide. You can book me to speak, just learn more about me. Shop, all that kind of stuff is available on makeyourmove.com. All right. So as far as today, the topic today and the theme throughout the week is we're going to be going over our monthly goals. All right. And I strongly advise you, if you've not adopted this yet, see, we're approaching the last month of the year, and now there's so many of you guys out there that now you want to make goals. Now you want to make quote unquote resolutions. It is what I'm going to be in 2026 and how I'm going to do that. Okay, those resolutions and those things that you say you're going to do for the new year, they will end probably mid-February, and that's being generous. Now, if you make it a habit of putting out your goals every single month like I did this year, probably the best thing that could have happened to me this year was that I started to put my goals out publicly. I picked a specific date every month, see how I did. I evaluate how I did. I evaluate what it's all about. I actually have attainable goals, and I give myself a grade publicly so I can really hold myself accountable every single month to where I'm staying on task every single month. I strongly recommend you guys approach the goal setting process like that, as opposed to just waiting, till this time of the year and now what you're going to do this next year and all that other bullshit. Because as a person, like you just heard, I come from the fitness industry, and this would be the time of year where we get a spike in membership, where we get everybody coming in. I want to lose this, I want to lose that. It's resolution month and all that other shit. They're gone by February. I'm telling you right now, and it's like that in every phase because it's a mindset thing. It's either going to make the change now or you're not going to make the fucking change. All right, that's what it's all about. That's what you have to do. So going to be diving into that today, and also introducing you to today's theme. Not today's theme, but this week's theme, which is what exactly is the certification? What do you need to be certified to do? And is your certification fit into your current life and how you want to live? See, before you spend money on a certification, here's what has to happen. And I've had this conversation over and over again with so many different people and so many different walks of life. Understand, I went to 3 different colleges. All right, I went to a public school, private high school, and then my first 3 years of college, I was on 3 different campuses in 3 different states. And this is a common problem, the common denominator. When you leave that warm and fuzzy feeling that high school brings you, and you step into the real world, is so many people are being pulled in all sorts of directions, and they spend a lot of money on stuff that they do not need. You got to ask yourself, how do you want to live? Are you actually qualified? Are you actually good enough to do what you're being asked to do? And then once you figure that part out, okay, then you can go look for the correct certification. So I'll walk you through how I did that process as well. And then tomorrow we'll jump into some of the top 5 ways in which you can do this. And then again, I'll probably cut the live stream, these live streams. Most of it thought going to be every single day, but I'll probably cut the live streams to just Monday and Tuesday. And then because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on over here. To be real, just be bad. Just last night, I actually went to I went to this Friendsgiving last night at this mansion in Davie, and the inspiration, the conversation, the kinds of both the rooms I'm in now. it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible that I don't even, if I start talking about that, I'd be on here for a whole hour. I usually like to keep these within the 20 to 30 minute mark. Sometimes I do end up going up to 35 minutes depending on what I'm talking about. But, for the most part, I keep these around the 20 to 30 minute mark. So all that being said, let's jump into today's article and let's get right into it. All right. Make Your Move Monday kickoff question. What are you certified to do? And does it even matter? As you can see right there, if you see the date, yep, it just happened. Just happened 3 days ago. As one Crookshank, your one and only, yours truly, is officially a youth fitness specialist. A youth fitness specialist. It's funny saying it because if you know me personally, it's like, come on, man. I've been on this. I've been able to do this since I was in high school. Like I do not need a certification to tell me that I'm a specialist when it comes to youth fitness. This is what I do. This is me. No, this is me. This has been me since I was way back playing in high school. I've been knowing how to do this. But again, you got to find yourself, you got to put yourself in the right situations and then go about getting some certification. Do the work, do the job, do the thing you need to do, and then go about getting your certifications or whatever certifications you need. That's how you got to approach it. That's the way I teach. Like, the great thing about being an educator is you can teach the young people how to go about it like this. So they can start approaching life on their terms, and they can start, documenting and writing things down and saying, hey, this is where I want to be, this is how I'm getting there, and really, really focus. That's what a real educator does. A real educator is about using their own life and using their own platform to teach kids, or teach kids based on the stuff that they do, not off what's in textbook is saying, but off the stuff that they do, and they can lift and they can talk about, right? So here we go. Welcome to the final November. Welcome to the final Monday of November, which means two things. Two things over here in the Move Swiftly world when we have the final Monday of the month. Number one, as always, another Make Your Move Monday kickoff question. And then number two, the monthly tradition, grading myself publicly on how well I hit my goal. So let's get to it. Kickoff question. We'll jump off with the kickoff question. So I already started to make this point a little bit, but let's kind of give you a brief overview of the kickoff question, and we'll dive deeper into into the concepts and the content of it tomorrow on Top 5 Tuesday. All right. So kickoff question. What are you certified to do? Follow up is an important one, right? What are you certified to do? But here's the big one. Here's the big question now. Does it really matter? Let's go on the screen. Does it really matter? Hear me. Does it really matter? Hear me. Okay, for the people in the back. What are you certified to do? But does it matter? Does it matter at all? Does it matter? All right. Sounds simple, right? But this question comes with a little sarcasm today because, believe it or not, we've reached the end of November and my now ex-girlfriend still won't speak to me. Right? So this is what I'm saying. This is why it's so important, because I want you guys to hear me clearly. I guess I can officially call her my ex-girlfriend because she won't speak to me. And then the thing about it, the sad part about it is how much we spoke regularly just as friends. So that is the part where it's so fucking childish and so annoying that it's stupid that we're not talking right now. And I'll have more on that. Just stay with me on this point because it's important for you guys to hear. My now ex-girlfriend who still won't speak to me. So since she's not returning my calls, I'll tell you guys the good news instead. Like this certification right here, I'll tell you guys right now, it was her who deserves the credit for this. It was her who advised me. She advised me when I got the promotion to be a sports fitness coach at the school. It was her who advised me to go after this certification. So now that I have it, it's like I would love to share it with her, but I can't because she won't speak to me. So anyway, now that I'm officially ACE certified youth fitness specialist, yes, really, and yes, I actually owe that one to her. Here's the backstory with a side of irony. All right, right when things were starting to shift, right when things started shifting in my role at the school, my offer letter. All right, so my offer letter and my supervisor made it crystal clear. on my offer letter. So when I got an offer letter, I got an offer. So just so you guys, if you don't know, I was a teacher at the school, but then they made me sport and fitness coach this going into this school year, right? So in the offer letter, and my supervisor came to me and said, you need the proper certification or your employment will be terminated. Long story short, my ass was canned if I didn't get a certification within this year. If I didn't get some sort of a certification within this year, I couldn't just be entrepreneuring my way through the school system forever, right? So it was no pressure. They gave me 12 months to do it. I told myself I wanted to probably try to get it done going into December, going into the new year. You know, because my birthday's in January. You don't really want to be, you know, scrambling and worried about that kind of stuff as you're getting closer to that year, right? So no pressure. So given that I already have my bachelor's degree, there aren't many courses left for a Florida teacher's license. So for me, I came in with my bachelor's degree So I didn't need a lot. I didn't take a lot of courses to get a teacher's license. And me and my supervisor, again, we had that conversation. But the more I considered it, the more I thought about it, and the more I thought about the type of school and why I was even in this position, why I was even in the place of being, you know, sport fitness coach and stuff like that, the more obvious it became that the traditional teacher or educator lane wasn't aligned with my long-term direction. So entrepreneurship and public speaking are where my real earning power lives. So I brought all of this back to her. Like me and her, again, we used to talk all the time, to FaceTime like 3 or 4 times a day. So I brought it to her. I told her, I'm like, yo, they made me this, but I need to do this, right? Back when we were still seeing each other and expecting maybe some sympathy, maybe reassurance, or like, you know, stuff that you could tell your significant other or whatever. It's like, yeah, man, you know, I'll help you with the teacher's license or whatever it was. You know, again, these are the conversations you have when you're getting promoted. It's a good thing, right? Because it means more cash, and that obviously helps us with all the things that we were planning and things we want to do. So instead, she told me, she looked me in the face, because we were over the FaceTime, she looked me in the eye and said, why don't you ask your supervisor? This is what she said to me. She goes, why don't you ask your supervisor if the A certification would count? And that right there, that moment saved me a click, because in my mind, I wanted to avoid getting a teacher's license, but it was her who just told me to ask, right? She said, yo, just ask if the A certification would work. And again, it was a shot in the dark, but I asked, and the A certification had a built-in science component to it, so I can go back and get more if I need to, which would integrate perfectly with what the school needed as we look to hire a science teacher. I asked, it got approved, and here we are, right? So boom, just like that. And again, you just never know if you don't ask, right? And the crazy part about it is that is the truth. When I first had the conversation with my supervisor, I told her, hey, since you guys are looking to hire a science teacher, this would actually be better, because as you can see, there's the exercise component to it. And when you're talking about exercise science, you're talking about integrating kids, you're talking about now engaging them in more learning, and it's already an art integrated school as it is. So these are things that you have to, I wouldn't have known that going in if I would have just been doing what I was told, which is, oh, go get the teaching license so you can teach anywhere, whatever it is. No, you got to really put your own spin on things. So back to the question, what are you certified to do? And more importantly, does it even matter? The truth, a certification only matters if the people around you and the mindset inside you push you into environments where you grow. Credentials without growth are just paper. Growth without support is just burnout. But the right credential, the right circle, the right mindset, that's alignment right there. Okay, but the right credentials, the right circle, and the right mindset, that right there is alignment. So look out for tomorrow's Top 5 Tuesday, where I break down the top 5 ways to pursue the right certification without wasting your money, Trust me, it's going to save somebody a lot of pain. All right. So that's the Make a Move Monday kickoff question for today. All right. So here we are. that hopefully took a lot out of that. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this out. I will be doing, like I said, a deeper dive on that tomorrow. Now, let's get into today's month. Let's get into the November report card. Let me put this up on the screen real quick. Now to my November report card. Here we go. Let's see how I did. All right. So I gave myself this month, I gave myself a B minus. Not terrible, not elite, but solid. I gave myself a B minus. All right. Goal number one. Goal number one. Let's go back to last Monday's article first of all. Let's go back to last Monday's article. November goals was to make God the relationship I value the most, do more 5K races, and stay successful pre-order book launch. Those were the goals. You can see it right here. November 27th, that's when I made it. All right, so let's go back. Let's see how we did. Overall, B minus. So goal number one was to make God the relationship I value the most. So progress, I say B plus on that, right? I reconnected with Life Church about stepping back into a group leadership role. I got involved with an organization, help people prepare for retirement, save for children. That's where I was last night. And yes, it was. So here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. And again, I can't comment too much on it right now, because it's still new and it's only been a month. But yes, it was an old friend who introduced me to this business that has created some, the rooms I'm in, the people I'm meeting, it's been unbelievable. Yes, it was the old female friend that introduced me to this new business, and I'm just gonna leave it right there for now, because we haven't kind of had that talk to where I could share things. But we've had to talk privately, but I don't have permission to share too much publicly, so I'll leave it alone for now. But just know I'm giving myself a B plus for the making God the relationship I value the most, because it's more so about stepping out on faith. Me messaging, and I'll say this, me messaging her, this specific girl I talked about, me messaging her after all of the kind of the drama that we had 7 years ago, was a step of faith. It was me stepping out on faith, because this was one. I mean, I've made some women angry, but this I wanted to would not have mind. Like at certain points, would not have mind if I got into a car accident or something like that. So it was kind of surreal. It's been kind of a surreal month, just knowing that we're working together now, and we're good, and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, we'll leave it alone for now for that. All right. So goal number 2. More 5K races, easily an A. Crushed this one, man. I won my age group on a fluid bum, placed in another. Felt incredible to get back out there on the bibs. Many more on the way. So running continues to give me the clarity I need. And goal number 3, successful pre-order book launch. That was goal number 3. C plus. I was generous there. I could have even given myself a D on that, because it was far from successful. It's available, right? The How to Be a Wintrepreneur and all that's available. It's $20 for pre-order. The book, the actual physical book, that's what it's going to look like. But the actual book probably won't be ready until somewhere around the March Madness time. I'm going to take advantage of that transition from Super Bowl to March Madness in terms of when the physical book is going to be ready. But you can buy it from makethemove.com now. I wouldn't call it successful yet. Why? Because the system I plan to use for sales completely changed once the retirement / insurance opportunity entered the picture. So once I reached out to her and I realized the business that she's involved in and she introduced me to and how well I fit into it, I was like, you know what? This book kind of fits better with this mindset of people. These people I should establish this network first. Again, this is book number 6 with me, so I know a couple of things in terms of how you go about launching it, and who you should have on your email list, and who you should be working with if you want to launch it, right? So most of this month has been spent studying for my licensing, for the licensing exam, which is coming up fast next week, like 10 days from today. Now 9 days from today, my licensing exam is going to be up. So I got to spend my time really focusing on that, which I have been. So it wasn't failure. It was more of a pivot to make sure that I get that straight. So right there, that leads me to that 2 December's goal. Get this Excel license. I've got, full week to study. I'm not going to have to deal too much with the kids, not deal at all with the kids today. So I have time to study all week for it. A strong team helping me, completely new revenue stream attached to my brand. So regular consumers, business owners, clients, I can offer employee development and insurance now, which is huge when it comes to the competitive world that I'm in in terms of offering employee development. That was the missing piece. This was the missing piece. And I'm genuinely grateful she introduced me to it. So that part was has happened this month. And that's the goal, is to really keep moving forward in that direction. And then that leads me to goal number 2. These are December goals we're going over now. So again, relaunch the pre-order campaign the right way. Six books in. I know better than anyone, if I don't have bulk orders, a funnel, a distribution strategy, a way to get the book in the correct hands, then it's just going to be sitting at Amazon collecting dust at Amazon, just empty paper at Amazon. So December is where I tighten this up. And then again, number 3, kind of reestablish this friendship. No details. Again, I don't have her permission to share too much, but just reestablish a friendship, a really good friendship that we had a couple of years ago. And I'll say this, there's history there and there's respect. When you have history with someone and you see their growth and development, just the incredible things that they do and the way they change their mind. The respect is always going to be there, and it's becoming painfully obvious how stubborn. I remember actually telling somebody this last night when we were at the Friendsgiving. It's crazy how 2 people who really work well together, how stubborn and stupid both of us were for letting so much time pass without talking and just kind of squash or whatever issues that you guys had. So some things just deserve another chance, even if it's only as friends. So your turn. What are you certified to do? And does it really matter in the long run? So the right answer might change someone's life, including your own. Action step, as always, makeamove.com, one-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. A is one, quick change to one and only. Move swiftly. Speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.